has uniqueness of their socio-economic picture. So if you look at, give you an example, what do we do in Taiwan? Economy-wise, it's very different from what we do in India. Taiwan economy is largely high-tech manufacturing. They build 90% of the phones, computer, BlackBerry, all those cameras come from Taiwan. India does not build anything like this. Indian economy is IT service. So that tells you the differentiation of country to country. So our goal is to build these chapters in different countries, understand their need, and help all of them, because all these big companies have a role in all these economies. Follow me, right? And I will share some examples. So let me give you an example of what we do in India chapter. And I'm sure you have seen Ashmi has done a wonderful job in putting together focus for Thailand chapter in 4 areas. So I don't need to share your efforts. You already did wonderful. I'm sure you will have discussions on this later. Let me share with you what India chapter does. So here is what India chapter did in 2010. So India chapter have done workshops on major topics. They invite experts from the IT industry, government, and academia, and do workshop in different parts of the country. Okay? They have given talks on different topics in, again, different places. They have created an advanced certificate program for services, working with universities. Okay? They had a conference, workshop for emerging markets in Bangalore in April. And in September, they had a conference. They invited many hundred people. So just gives you some examples of what we do in each country. In fact, I'm going to work with Ashni. We plan to do what is something similar for Thailand. My goal is to do a conference in Thailand around service innovation. All the work that you do and your partnership with SRI Global and rest of the world, we want to bring the expertise here and do similar conference here. Okay? So just gives you some idea of what we do, and we have similar focus in different parts of the world. Okay? Now, let me share some example of SIGs. SIGs are global in nature. Okay? They are not country-based. These are something that applies to everywhere in the world. So we have a SIG on cloud services. So as I said, cloud computing is a very big thing. So what we have done, we put together every SIG, we put together the experts in the field from different industry, different organizations. So in cloud computing, we picked 2 guys to lead, one from Cisco, one from HP. Then we have many experts from different countries, companies and countries as well. Ericsson, SAP, IBM, Intel, AMD, Salesforce.com, just to give you an example. So we pick people who are very hands-on in those areas and build a team called SIG. Here, every SIG has a very specific scope, what the SIG will do. Here, SIG job is to drive how cloud is going to enable service-oriented business solutions. So it's not just about technology, about what solutions cloud is going to deliver. We leave technology for the company to worry about. SIG's job is to the end goal, the service. Okay? So, here is what we do. Out of this, we define 4 focus areas. What we will do in SIG. One is, we will define business models enabled by cloud. Team will go define this thing. And there we pick some leaders. So even in the one SIG, once we have 4 areas defined, we define 4 group of people to go dig into that detail. Okay? So business model but for cloud, taxonomy of the cloud, how we say, drive regulation and compliance, because going to be big things open, and help standard bodies with the right ideas. And you see, we picked senior leaders in each of these 4 areas, okay, to go drive. So this gives you some example of how SRI chapters and SIGs work, okay. We give SRI SIG on intelligence services, or same thing, we have this team working on intelligence services from different companies. And here are the focus of intelligence services. Human models and process. Methodology for human engagements to develop, deliver analytical services. Data. Standards, tools for data access, acquisitions, processing, and retention. These are very, very big subjects. And what we do, we pick experts to go dig into those details. So that gives you some picture. Analytics, ecosystem. These are examples of focus area for intelligence services. I will have, by the way, I will have this slide. I will give it to Ashley. She will post on the website. You can have all this slide. Okay? So you don't have to make notes. Okay? Healthcare, IT, big thing for healthcare IT. What we have done? We have found some top-notch doctors. Look at the people we have in health team. Ian Chow is the head of Kaiser Hospital IT research. Okay? He is a doctor, he is a businessman, and he's also a research scientist. Dan Riskin, he's a CEO of a startup company, and he's a heart surgeon at Stanford University. Okay? Dr. Sasuku from Japan. These are the top 3 doctors we have picked who are hands-on, who have done practice for 30, 40 years each. They understand what works, what doesn't work. Then we have given him 2 research scientists from 2 large companies, HP and IBM, to work with them. Okay? So in IT healthcare, our focus is the following. Not just technology. Quality of care, patient experience, professional satisfaction, and affordability, cost of healthcare. See, the end goal is not technology. End goal is how we deliver services. This gives you some sense how SIGs are being built, how chapters are being built, and how we pick the best people to go drive this thing. Okay? Continuation of the SIGs. Every SIG has their different phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 we develop a strategy. Phase 2 we drive development, and phase 3 we implement. It's not about talk. It's about action, about making a difference. So, what I've done is given you SRII a strategy in terms of how we look at services, horizontal, verticals, how we are building focus group SIGs at a global level, how we are building chapters at different country level. One of the things we are starting is an annual conference of SRII, which will become the service research conference for the whole world. Okay? Our goal here is to establish SRII conference as quote-unquote the service research conference of the whole world. And I will share with you why we are saying so. This is on March 30th to April 2nd in Silicon Valley, California. And I invite you formally, all of you come. And I have a special news for you. I have given information to Ashni, but all of you will get 50% discount on registration because I'm here. Okay? So this is a special promotional deal for you. But don't make it public because I cannot do that for everybody. I'm going to lose money. In fact,
I expect to be free.
Yeah.
Well,
People in this room
can
get
learn,
free.
you can know something, what we work hard
Sure.
that one.
Our goal here in this conference, let me help you. Yes, we're going to spend a lot of money in this conference. Many hundreds of dollars. It's a big hotel, big facility. The only point where registration fee is to recover some part of the fee. We will not recover the all part. I'm going to go beg IBM, HP, Microsoft, big companies who have a lot of money. They give me money to run this conference, and I'm pretty sure I'll get money from it. But I have selected groups like you. Not everybody gets discount. If somebody doesn't need discount, there's no discount. I expect them to pay more, right? But you guys are working very hard, and you're good people, so we have a special offer for you. Okay? So it's a big conference. So let me tell you what we will do at this conference. Conference agenda is about building global network for service innovation. As I said before, this is a major undertaking we have taken. And thing we are working on, no one company, no one country can do alone. We need to bring all the best experts from all over the world. And that is the main theme of this conference, right? We will have a bunch of people, senior leaders for keynote speakers. And I will show you the names of the people coming to keynote. This is the first time we have more than a dozen keynote speakers in one conference. No conference has so many keynote speakers. I will show you expert panel sessions. We have put a bunch of experts to talk on all these subjects. We have selected top research papers We had more than 200 papers submitted for this conference. We only accepted 30 papers out of 200, less than 10% or 12%, right? 12-14%, which is a very, we have selected top research paper, and then we are also going to research forum. We're inviting all the research scientists from all over the world to do networking in the evening for 2 hours, share their work. And we will also have all SRII 6 and chapters one-day face-to-face meeting. So Thailand, Vietnam, India, all the chapters I showed you will be there one day to get to know each other and learn from each other's work outside the conference. Okay? So this is what we expect to do. Let me share with you, this is the list of our keynote speakers. In fact, I have more speakers than I can have a time. So look at the people who are there. Tim Draper is one of the godfather of the Silicon Valley. He is a big venture capital guy. He has established many big companies in Silicon Valley. And Winblack is also a venture capital. She has over 100 software companies since started. So we have invited 2 top-notch people who have started many companies. So you can learn from them. And if you're nice, they can also give you some money. Who knows? They have tons of money to give away. Andy Bechtolsheim, I'm not sure you know, he is one of the godfather of Silicon Valley. He founded Sun Microsystem, which was a state-of-the-art computing company at one point. After that, Andy has started many companies. He is considered one of the godfather of computing industry in Silicon Valley. Sanjay Punen, he is the president of SAP Global Solutions. We have Kirk Escobar from Intel, who heads the whole data center technology. We have CTO of AMD. Robert Morris, probably many of you know from service research from IBM. He's also advisor of the NACDA, right? Gary Budzinski, he heads the IT services for HP. Okay. Then we have Linda Jecker, corporate vice president for Microsoft. Then we have Hecken Eriksson, he's the president of Ericsson. We have Alex Zelensky, head of CSIRO research organization in Australia. So these are just examples of the top leaders coming to speak at this conference. Most conferences, you will be lucky to get 1 or 2 people keynote speakers. We have almost a dozen people speaking keynote. Now, let me move to the next one. We have about 20 or 30 people, I call them experts, who will participate on different panels, different subjects. I have not grouped them yet, but you will see in coming weeks, I will group them into different areas. But I'm just going to walk you through who are those people. Yang Chow I just mentioned, who is the head of research at Target. Dan Riskin, Susaku, they're all doctors from the major hospital. Jamie Urbis, he is the head of service research at HP. Same role as Robert Morris has at IBM. See one of the panelists. Rich Fredericks from HP, Umesh Dayal from HP, Dan Connors from HP. These are all top-notch technologists from HP, which is a very big company at the global level. These are top-notch people, researchers from IBM. You can see the list. Anand Jindal is the IBM fellow and CTO for information management. Guru is some of you might have met Guru. He was in India. Now he has become a CTO for public sector. You may have known Ray Harisankar. He is a CTO for cloud solution, global solution. So the point is, Chalapati, he is head of healthcare. Manish Gupta, currently he is the head of IBM research. Jim Esporter, as you know, he drives university research program. So we have picked some key people from IBM who will participate in all these panels, right? These are some other leaders from different companies. VP of SAP Labs, Jim McDonald, Senior Director of Cisco, Ola, who is the head of architecture at Ericsson, Alex Cass, who is a head of research at Accenture, okay? Jamie Popkin, head of research at Gartner Research, right? Ian Opperman, he's the head of ICT research CSIRO. So these are all top-notch people from different industries.